Good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen. And on behalf of Barry Berman, Shannon Berman Pascal, Q-Master Billiards, and our signature sponsors, Diamond, Simonis, and Aramuth, welcome to the 38th U.S. Open 9-Ball Championships. We're at the Chesapeake Marriott here in Chesapeake, Virginia, and this is live winner's side action from the Accu-Stats Arena. Two American heavyweights about to go at it to see who stays undefeated and who has to go to the B side. So before we begin player introductions, just one more time on behalf of everybody here, players, fans, and staff, thank you all very much for all of your support throughout 38 U.S. Opens. Let's get right underway. Our first player is from Trinity, Florida. Among his long list of accomplishments includes a U.S. Open 9-Ball Championship, a Turning Stone 9-Ball Championship. He's a BCA Open 9-Ball champion. He's the reigning Derby City one-pocket champion. And this year, in his very first attempt, he became the United States snooker champion. Sponsored by OB, the Universal Pool League, Corey'sCollection.com, and Diamond Billiards from Cape Coral, Florida. Would you kindly welcome the Prince of Pool, it's Corey Deuel. Thank you very much. And his opponent from Honolulu, Hawaii, also a former U.S. Open 9-Ball champion, 9-time member of Team USA on the Mosconi Cup and a former Mosconi Cup MVP. 2-time Reno Open champion, and he is the reigning U.S. Open 10-Ball champion. He's sponsored by Universe Clothing, Dragon Billiards, and Andy Cloth. It's the Rocket, Rodney Morris. All right, here we go. 40-second shot clock in effect, one extension per rack per player. And at this time, I'd like to send it over to the booth to Jim Weish and Hall of Famer Danny DiLiberto.
Well, the all-important lag to kick things off, the race to 11 to stay undefeated. And as our MC Ken Schumann so duly noted, two heavyweights in American pool. Danny, we were chatting just prior to things getting underway. I asked you for a pick and a score. I didn't just want the winner. I wanted the winning score as well.
Well, one of them will get 11. That's part of the score, man. What do you want, everything?
I want the winner at Woodbine. The 7:45 race at Woodbine. This is going to be a tough one to call, Danny. I think we can agree on that. I mean, the break is quite likely going to be the difference between winning and losing, whoever solves the break. Rodney Morris has won the lag, so he will break first.
Well, he's been practicing very well. I know that isn't the same as having the lights on, but he's been practicing very well. He's ready. Of course, Corey Deuel is always ready.
Rack number one. From the left side as we look. And the Rocket ready to leave the launch pad.
Well, that lets you see. Oh, I was going to say that lets you see the break, except you're not supposed to make the cue ball.
Well, like Rodney said, he saw that cue ball getting kicked in. He said, story of my life, and look at the balls on the table.
Why does everybody want to say story of my life? You know how corny that is? Everybody says it. And then I watch The Millionaire every day. And a lot of times they ask him if he's ready, and they say, I was born ready. You idiot, I know he's going to flop. I hate that term. I was born ready. That's pretty egotistical. But anyway, these guys, they were born ready.
Four over the top left corner, five same end of the table. So important to track down these early racks.
Well, if anything, the 7 to the 8 could be a little problem.
Corey, a very cerebral pool player, and few would argue that. I mean, the cut break, He was one of the reasons at the World Championships that they changed the breaking rules.
Right, he was breaking slow, and they came with all these rules. Get a certain amount of balls past the side, or it's not a legal break. Oh, he fell on the 7 pretty good, but don't go behind the 9 now.
Yeah,
Perfectly done.
Nice shot. Nicely controlled. And I think Rodney, once he saw that cue ball kicked into the side pocket, he pretty much gave this rack up for lost.
That's how it is with top players.
And Corey Deuel quick to accept it. 1-0, the Prince of Pool off the mark. A race to 11. And Corey hoping that 2001, the year he won the the U.S. Open 9-ball championship, he was the world #1 back then.
Well, tell me this, Jimmy. We call him the Prince of Pool. Does that mean he's King James Rempe's son? Never mind. You don't have to answer that.
I have no answer. Well, he's taking a good long look at the rack. And players on the match table now have to be mindful of a 40-second shot clock as well. And just for the people at home, if you're just joining us, the break rules here, if that 9-ball, as its winner racks, that 9-ball, if it goes into either of the bottom corner pockets, it's respotted. Any other pocket counts as a rack win.
Boy, that ball flew in. Well, he's got a cut on this one.
And it looks like he's got a pretty big pocket there where that 5 is landed as well, Danny.
You're right. That 5 will help him, and it only help him if it's a little off the rail. If it's frozen, it's a detriment. It isn't a help. Because as soon as you hit it, it'll get pushed away because it's froze, but it isn't. So never mind what I just said. It doesn't matter. Oh, he didn't hit it hard enough to go off there. He went in. Oh, boy. He's got a kick. That's about it. Yeah.
Now the 1996 U.S. Open champion looking at the kick. Easiest escape path. No problems for Rodney. He's more concerned where that one's going to go. He wants to get it safe or even keep that cue ball in behind cover.
Yeah.
This will work.
He came back with us. No, he left an edge of the ball, but you can hardly shoot that edge because you're going right in the pocket if you hit that edge. I think he has to kick. I don't know how full he could hit it. If he could hit it full enough, he could draw the ball to the rail, but I think he's going to kick.
Yeah, he's spinning the cue ball. He's going to kick at this off the bottom cushion as we look.
Boy, these guys are playing dirty pool. Look at this. Kick, safe, kick, safe. Tough to do. Another kick safe.
Rodney willing that one past the 9.
He can hit the edge of this. I don't know if he wants to. Be a tough kick to hit. You have to do something really good with the cue ball. But can he hit the edge of the 1, Jimmy?
He can definitely hit the edge of the 1. I'm right behind the shot, Danny, and
that's what he's going to do. The thinner he hits it, the better off he is. If he hits it full, he might not get back past the point. Oh, really good shot. Well, he didn't snooker him, but he left him a mile away.
Yeah, I think Rodney's got to go for this. He can see
Yeah, he
enough to
does.
cut it in.
Got to shoot it, and he'll get rewarded. Position is there if he makes it. But it's far away. Not an easy shot. Now the 5 helped him. Where you going, cue ball? Boy, oh boy. That ball kept going. Well, he doesn't have a real easy shot, but the good thing about it is he will get rewarded if he makes it. He will have position. Tough not to get position.
But having to roll this 2 up into the top corner pocket, especially from the cue ball in the jaws of the corner. Cueing is at a premium here. Need a real good stroke.
Man, what a good hit. He made it look easy. That was not easy. Well, I think he can go forward, miss the 6, and go 2 rails to the 5 now. He's looking to see the glance off of the 4. I don't think anything is in the way. I think he could just cinch the ball and go 2 rails. Well, he looks like he wants to do something else. Is he going to draw the ball? No, he's got to go 2 rails. Nicely done. Now the decision. Look where he got. Is he going to come all the way back now and play the 6-9 combination? Looks like he doesn't have much choice.
He's dead straight on the 5.
Yeah. Cheat the pocket a little bit and come to the 6-9 combination. Boy, he got pretty good on it. It got too quiet in here.
Yeah, not even close to being a difficult shot for Rodney Morris, that one. 1-1. And Morris will break in the next. That was a nice shot.
Out.
Nice shot from the 5 to the 6-9.
It was. Yeah, that's a funny combination. If you don't get perfect on it, it's a tough shot. But he got pretty good on it.
Well, they've taken turns swiping each other's break so far. Rodney, sponsored by Universe Clothing. Dragon Billiards. And the reigning U.S. Open 10-ball champion.
Oh, look at the control of the cue ball. But all he has, oh, he can cut this one in. Where the 2 is, the 2 goes in like every pocket, really. Just make the 1, you'll have a shot on the 2. Of course, the better you get on the 2, easier it'll be to get to the 3. But he's going to slice this in. Boy, that's a pretty good angle right here.
Is there anyone that looks more casual walking around the table than Rodney Morris?
You're right. Very loose.
Again, he will be representing Team USA in the upcoming Mosconi Cup. Slated for early December back in Las Vegas. And, there's a little extra in this match because Corey Deuel, I feel narrowly missing out being one of the selected American players. I mean, that was a tough call You're looking at players like Rodney and Corey, Earl Strickland, obviously, Mike DeShane, number of good players. You can't have them all. Dennis Hatch is in. He's already in.
Yeah, so is Rodney. They're all picked, right? There's no openings.
No, but Corey Deuel, he could have staked a claim to being on the American team. In a lot of people's minds, he easily justified being selected, but like I said, you can't have them all. And this gives Morris a 2-1 advantage, a break and run out, first of the match.
Yeah, that's just how he was practicing. Loose as a goose. Another terminology. What does that mean? Loose as a goose. You know what is?
A long neck goose. Rodney had a good match in leading up to this televised clash with Corey Deuel. Shannon Dalton he beat last night. We could hear all the applause all around the arena. It was a real good match he had with the Cannon.
Yeah, big win for him. Big win. It makes him a contender, but we have so many good players that it's tough to pick who's going to be the winner. You know, we have a lot of killers still on the winner's side, and we're going to see 8 of them from now until tonight.
Yeah, it's all winners matchups.
Yep.
Danny, they're locking us in the commentary box. It's going to be an interesting day, to say the very least. Day 5 here at the U.S. Open, the 38th U.S. Open 9-Ball Championship. Corey didn't play that one as well as he would have liked. I think he thought that one would track a little closer to the corner pocket. Now, if he's going to get aggressive, he's got to slice this over into the far corner. Tougher shot.
Cue ball flies everywhere, but it might bring a safe if he misses it. Very good hit. He hit the point that helped him.
Well, he actually knocked the 6 in that was over that side pocket as well.
Okay, what do you do here? You got to play the combination, 3-9?
No choice. Get back towards the middle of the table, as close to this combination as you can. Well, that's not ideal.
I think I would play the billiard here. Cut the 3 a hair, maybe a little past the 7, and go forward and play the billiard. That's the better shot, I think. Oh, look what he did. He shot it in the other corner. Wasn't thinking about the 9 at all, but he's going to have to think about it again unless he can get to where he can make the 5 in that pocket near where he's going to be standing. Either that or the combination. I don't think he can get on that side I was talking about. He's shooting the 4 in the side pocket. No, it goes in the corner also.
Or is he just trying to play the snooker behind the 7?
No, you wouldn't do that.
Well, now he's playing it in the side.
Yeah. He's going to be pretty close to the combination. Pretty good hit, too.
Applauded by Rodney Morris. 2-2 the score. Deuel will have the break in rack 5. And as we expected, this match, there's very little to choose between these two players. Both champions. As Rodney looks on, we've We've already mentioned he beat Shannon Dalton in his match last night, leading up to his tie with Corey Deuel here on the TV table. Corey beat Matt Craw, another good player.
Where's Matt Craw from?
He's USA.
It's a lot of ground. You have any idea? Like, can you pinpoint it within 100 yards?
Yeah, the Marriott Hotel. Rack number 5, 2-2.
Look at the soft break. Corey's down to the soft break again. But I've been saying that now for 3 days. They should break a little softer. Look at that ball went right in, but he didn't get rewarded. So we're looking at safety play now. But how? What kind of safe are you going to play here, Jim? You got any opinion here, Jimmy?
Well, he should be able to take the cue ball, play bottom, try and get over to the 8. Is he trying to find hit? You know, he's using the 8 to hold it. He must have gone for the bank there, Danny, the way that he played that.
He did.
Didn't look very comfortable with the rake, though.
No, he left one, too.
And for a fellow who's the U.S. snooker champion, you'd have expected him to play a little better with the rake. Corey, in his first attempt, winning the U.S. snooker championship, and was asking me about going to the World Championship, which is actually in Latvia next month.
Well, he's a good player, but Americans can't win world snooker titles.
Well, they can't if they don't enter.
Yeah, even if they do, they're just big underdogs. Well, you know that anyway. You know, nothing against their ability, but we don't grow up playing snooker. Canadians do.
Good shot from Rodney there, keeping the 2 around the pocket. But, you know, just staying on that, Danny, you know what I like, though, is I'm a firm believer that snooker is a little bit more of a stern examination of your fundamentals. And I think it'll put Corey in good stead, the fact that he even plays snooker. And I can base that on the fact that Alex Pagulayan started playing snooker in 2003, 2004, and won the World 9-Ball Championship in 2004, but within a year after he started playing snooker.
Yeah.
And Alex is a 2-time Canadian snooker champion.
And I saw both of those. I live in Buffalo, and I went there for all that stuff. Great affair.
So
every game.
If that isn't as good an endorsement of taking a snooker cue out and working on your 9-ball game, nothing is.
He ran 130.
He ran 147. That's a perfect game.
Yeah.
And the Rocket actually has asked me a little bit about snooker in the past, too. But he moves 1 rack in front of Corey Deuel, 3-2. And the lax effort from Corey Deuel, opening the door for Rodney. He put his shoulder to it. This will be the Rockets' 4th break in this match. And he's only tasted success once. The 3rd rack, he made a ball and ran out. He'd like to put a little distance between himself and Corey. He's a dangerous opponent, Corey Deuel, and Rodney Morris knows it.
Oh, they're flying in here. Made 2 balls, but look where the 3 went. I don't know. Does he have? No, he can't get in there enough for a billiard, I don't believe. No, not thin enough. Can't get in there for a billiard. What do you do now? You got to shoot, right? Play safe off the 3. See, folks, you don't always play to run out. Sometimes you play for the best chance to play a safe. So that's what he's thinking of here. Where do you want to get to play a safe off the 3 that will be a big advantage? Maybe right where he is now would do it. You know, cut the 3 and go upstream, like go behind the 6.
He could even try and play safe here. Wouldn't surprise me to see him refuse this one and try and pull the cue ball behind the 6.
Yeah, but see, I don't like that because you're not gaining anything. You know, even ball in hand now, you still have the 3 tied up. Yeah, it's a much bigger shot if you play safe off the 3 after you make the 1, because here you still don't have a bargain getting out, even with ball in hand. He's not going to get ball in hand because I'm sure that Corey will hit this ball. Which he did. It would have been a great shot to open these also, but he didn't. And he left an edge.
But Rodney knows, flicking the edge of the 1 here, he's going to be knocking it right over the right-hand corner. So he's got to be careful.
Well, actually, if you could make the 1 eventually, the 3 9's liable to bank. You see it? Now, if he can't do anything to hit those balls, I think he can cut the 3 thin and bank the 9 1 rail. Looks close, doesn't it? And safe. He's looking at it.
He's coming over to have it a check for sure.
He's pretty creative, so if there's a chance to do that, he'll do it. I say roll the 1 in, cut the 3 thin, and bank the 9. And go far away with the cue ball. You like that strategy, Jim?
Leaves the 3 safe.
Yep. That's what he's going to do. I think he's going to do that. I mean, he doesn't have the main thing to play safe, but I think he's got a shot at the 9. What does he think? Well, he's not going to shoot my shot. You know really why? Because when you cut that 9, it's going to get a whole bunch of left-hand English, and it'll probably go a little bit short. Boy, it'll be nice the day comes when they put some kind of apparatus on the player's head and he gets the brain waves and you know what he's thinking. He did it. Look, he couldn't hit it hard enough, but the 9 was going.
Look at the 3-9. How's that for gift wrapping a rack?
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
That is like turning it right over.
That's what he gets for listening to me.
Well, but you know something, Danny, in all fairness, he should have gone forward with the cue ball a bit more, so it was a little thicker hit on the 3. He'd have been able to control the cue ball and wouldn't have been running around the table the way it did.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
You know, if he was going to play the bank on the 3-9,
he could have got better.
Sure, he could have.
Yeah.
Always, hindsight's always 20/20, isn't it?
The landlord don't want to know about that. Can't say I didn't cut the ball enough and I lost, so I owe you the rent. He don't want to hear that.
(4-2). Rodney Morris in front and breaking.
He's making a ball every time. Look where the 9 and the 1 is. Oh, look at this. Might get a quick game here. No might. This 9 is a big ball. Tough to hit it bad.
And how often, and Rodney knew this, that 9 tracks over that bottom corner pocket almost off every break.
So you're saying he played position for the 1-9 combination?
No. But he knows that 9 floats over
It does. It floated.
there. Another quick rack.
Oh, boy. It's not going too well for Corey right now.
Well, that one mistake again from Corey. It's cost him 2 racks and counting.
Oh, there we are. TPA, look at this. 783 Corey, 964 Rodney. Man, that's high. Wow.
Well, he hasn't done much wrong yet. The 5-2 advantage. Morris has the golden spot on the table to break from.
He keeps making the ball on the break. Is that the wing ball flying in?
It is, and the 9 was kicked away from the corner pocket this time.
Yeah, he got a bad roll. But wait, does he have a shot on the 1? I don't think he can get by the 7 to pocket the 1. He certainly can hit the 1. Look, it could still be a fast game. Look at the 2-9.
Rocket just looking to push out here.
I would push and move the 9 or the 2. Don't leave those there. Well, he's not going to do that. So he's trying to tie a ball up, which I agree with, but he didn't tie it up too well. Okay, what do you do if you're Corey? Oh, what a shot. What a shot. Where are you, 2-9? I don't know.
Well, possible billiard.
Yeah, but he doesn't have the angle to play safe on the 2. You know, if the cue ball was over a little more, he could shoot it free. Well, it didn't matter.
Didn't
free
matter.
Or not. He needed that one.
The racks are going quick. Nice little billiard shot from Corey Deuel. I wasn't a big fan of Rodney Morris's push out there.
No. It was not too well. And not only that, he lost the game because of it.
No, the last thing he wanted to do was leave Corey a chance to cut that 1 in. I think the cue ball, he certainly, if nothing else, he wanted to leave the cue ball on the cushion. And I think it just might have just drifted in slightly and hit the 6 a little thicker than he wanted.
You heard my thought. When he pushed, he should have moved the 2 or the 9. Then he wouldn't have had to worry about any of that.
Corey hailing from West Jefferson, Ohio, now making his home down in Florida. He's a keen golfer. He loves the game of golf.
He spent time in Philadelphia and in Jacksonville around Jimmy Karras, old Hall of Fame straight pool player. That was his mentor.
5-3, Morris's lead.
Soft break. The ball's going in. Here goes the 2 also. Well, it slowed down there, but what do you do here, pal? Shoot the combination? 1-2?
An easy safety, but it looks like he's going to go with the 1-2, jacking up like this.
Got to do some work here because he could be safe. But how about that, sport fan? Well, he sold out the 1. He sold out the 1 and 2 are hanging. So I think Rodney's going to make the 1 and 2.
You know something? It seems like every time Corey has decided to get aggressive, it's cost him. It's the second time in a row he's gone for what would be a questionable shot. questionable at best. You know.
Well, he didn't hit it very well either, Jimmy.
Well, but I mean, jacking up, Danny. The 1-2, there was a lot of distance between them, even though the 2 is near the corner. You know, raising the back end of the cue the way he did. The only player that we've seen here on the match table that's raised the back end of the cue and has fired it like a dart was that young player from China, Wang Can.
Yeah. Very impressive.
Very impressive.
He's going to be tough to beat, you know, unless he falls dead. And I've watched him before, and he holds up pretty well. He's not going to fall dead, I don't think.
Plenty of angle on the 6, 7, 8. It's got 6-3 written all over it.
Well, anyway, Simona's cloth, we all agree it's the greatest cloth ever. And if you put it on a diamond table, it's better yet.
Marriage made in heaven. Gets the seal of approval from every player that I've ever met.
It doesn't take long. That was a one stroke, and look at the accuracy he had.
No, and that's when he's at his best. They don't call him the Rocket for nothing. 6-3 confirmed. And Morris will break in rack number 10. Corey just hasn't been able to put any racks together. And Rodney has put 3 together, 2 together earlier on. There's your total performance averages that make up your ACCUSTATS. Decided advantage on all counts. But look at the errors. 6 for Corey Deuel, 2 to Rodney Morris. That's a telling tale.
It's similar to turnovers in basketball.
Yeah, we talk about the conditions here. We've moved over to the Marriott Hotel from the Chesapeake Conference Center and set this beautiful diamond match table up. And front row looking down, got the best seat in the house, Greg Sullivan, one of the co-owners of Diamond Billiard Products.
Yeah, he started selling pool jewelry.
There's Greg right in the middle of your, there's Corey. Greg was just in the middle of your picture, just at the breaking end of the table in the middle with the dark shirt.
There he is.
He's a big supporter of pool.
Look, the 9 went over there again. The wing ball flew in.
And look
We're
at the
going to
one.
see another fast game. This was upsetting Mika.
Yeah, Corey's shaking his head and grinning. He knows. Yeah, you're right. Mika made a point of that as well.
What do you do to change it? You don't. Hey, man, the one stroke didn't work that time. Rare bad hit there. Maybe he was feeling guilty.
Big chance for Corey, though.
Yeah, he'll only be down 2 games with him breaking. He's making balls on the break also.
You know, you think about that 1-9 that Rodney just missed. Big difference, 7-3 to 6-4, eh, Danny?
Yeah. And I'm surprised that he didn't even come close. But that proves that they're human. I mean, it's the worst insult you can give a pool player, calling him human.
Plenty of angle on this 4. He's got to get back up table. Just 2 cushions. Naturally, we'll take the cue ball back up for the 6 next.
Just watch out for the corner pocket. Oh, that's going to be real good. He's pretty straight in, but I think the 7 passes. I think he can either cheat the pocket and go forward, or he can draw the ball. Oh, he played for the side. He did that nicely. Perfect angle, easy shot. No problem here.
And taking nothing for granted. Plenty of time on that winning 9 ball. 6-4, slides his beat over. At the halfway point of the match. And still a decided advantage in terms of your ACCUSTAT TPAs. 6-4. Most important number on that board. Corey, sponsored by OBQs. Plays with an OB shaft on a cue butt that he himself designed. He loves it. A couple of the more notable OBQ player representatives, Alex Pagulayan also uses OBQs. Phil Burford, good young player out of the UK. And an old snooker buddy of mine out of Australia, Greg Jenkins, also an OBQ representative.
I never heard of him, but I used to know some Australian players. You know, they would come to all our tournaments in the past years. I don't know that one.
10th rack, the soft break is working. And he's got a chance at the 1 this time. That 1 will go into the bottom corner. And the 2 is at the same corner. So this is a glorious opportunity here for Corey. But the break seems to be working for both players.
Yeah. Yeah. Yesterday, the table got fickle for a while, but now it's very generous. Hard or soft, you're making balls.
Well, that 1 must not go into the corner pocket nearest the 2. It certainly looked like it does.
It does look like it, but he decided to do it this way. Trickled it in.
And just about snookered himself behind the 7. It was a strange shot selection there, and the only reason I can think that he'd play the 1 there is to take these balls out of the equation, Danny, and he just about brought them into it.
Yeah, you're right. He almost snookered himself.
This is going to be good.
Yeah, perfect. Got the angle. He's got an easy shot. And a pat to the 5. 6 goes in the side. Either side. Uh-oh. Hold on. Hold on.
Boy, again, he's a lot closer. He just kind of shakes his head and grins, but anxious moments watching that cue ball track.
Well, that's why his backer has a bottle of whiskey. Playing it close. I don't see a problem here. Make the 6, come back a little. We went forward a little. Why don't I just shut up, Jim, and let you talk? Yeah, he's making it look easy now.
Well, both players have that ability when they're flowing. They can be sliding those beads over. With alarming regularity, Danny. And that's the first time in the match Corey Deuel has put 2 racks together, and he's back 6-5 now.
And his TPA is rapidly getting higher. Look at 864, 925.
Danny was just outside in the lobby of the hotel. I went and chatted with him, and Mika Immonen walked by, and I couldn't resist telling Mika that he...
Yeah, what a good guy you are.
Yeah, I couldn't. Daddy says, nice guy you are. Are you trying to make him feel bad? I had to tell him that he had the highest average of any player in recent memory that has lost. His match against Warren Kiamko, he lost 11-10. His ACCUSTATS TPA, 948 in a losing effort.
But I acted like I was sympathetic, but I wasn't. I liked what you did. I'm cruel. Let him feel bad. Develop character.
And now the pressure mounts. 6-5 in favor of Rodney Morris. Another good break by Deuel here.
And the wing ball went again, and the 9 went upstream again.
And a chance for Corey.
Yeah.
Got a shot at the 1.
He gets out here, we're going to have a tie ball game.
You know, this match turned around where Rodney had that 1-9 combination to go 7-3 in front.
And he hit it terribly.
Hit it bad, and the match has done a flip-flop on him.
He's getting punished now because of it. Well, this is an extreme angle, but the good thing about it is you don't have much to do with the cue ball. You don't have to whack it. Just cinch the ball, you're going to be on the 2. Oh, oh no. Oh, this could have been a horrible turnaround right here.
You couldn't have hit that any worse.
He hit it terribly. But it was an extreme angle, but you had to hit it that speed. Look where the cue ball is for the 2. Okay, is Rodney thinking about his last combination? He didn't hit it too well. This time he's taking some stroke. No 1 stroke. And he hit it just as bad.
Yeah, he tried to make the 1. He had half a pocket. He just felt that the 1-9 was too difficult.
You're right. In this case, it would have been a run out if he could have made the ball. Look where he is. Well, Rodney was going along nicely, and suddenly everything turned.
Oh, he's got a nice angle here.
Perfect.
He's on a perfect line. Take the cue ball back up table off that side cushion for the 6.
Keeping it simple.
He's just taking advantage of every mistake. Rodney's made a few mistakes in this match, and it just seems like every one Corey has been given the chance to capitalize on. In the first 12 racks in the books here in Chesapeake, and nothing between these two now, 6 each.
It's supposed to be 6 each.
It's six apiece. 870 and 902. Still favoring Rodney. And there's some interesting statistics from the breaks. Corey has made exactly 1 ball on every one of his 5 breaks. This is going to be his 6th. Rodney Morris, he had that 1 scratch in the very first break, if you remember, and then the 1 dry break. So 5 out of 7 success rate for Rodney. That's 3 in a row for Deuel. And he's erased that 6-3 deficit.
Now he made a ball on the side this time. No wing ball. He's got a shot on the 2. I don't think you get tricky here and try to get better on the 3. I think you shoot the 2 in and go where he's looking. Take the shot on the 3 here. Fire away, but take it. Only way you can go wrong is trying to get better on the 3. Go forward and shoot that 3. What was this? Boy, this game gets freaky, doesn't it? What the heck was that all about? Well, balls are tied up a little. It isn't like he's got a run out, but...
No, that was the saving grace from the miss, as he's knocked that 5 down to the 6, the bottom end of the table.
You're right.
And that's effectively Corey Deuel's insurance policy in this rack.
I'll tell you what, with the balls tied up like that, I think I'm going to go 2 rails, try to play the 4-9 combination. Yeah, I don't see hitting those balls, you know. No, he didn't want to do it. He's going to hit them, but he's not going to like it. No, do you like my shot? I would have went for the 4-9. He had a chance to get there. Pretty good shot, and he just got to where he's going to play it safe. You want to shoot the 5 straight on stick, or you want to cut it and go far? Or do you want to bank it and have a free shot at it because you're playing position for the 6? A lot of different things could think about there. I didn't think of that one. Corey doesn't really have a shot. He may be able to make the ball off the rail, but where does position come in? He's winding up to shoot. He hit rail first.
How about that shot?
Great shot. He didn't get rewarded, but he hit rail first.
What if he'd have hit that one just a little harder? That would have been one they'd have been shown for a long time.
That was a heck of a shot.
And he had to play it without a left-hand spin, too. That's why it checked off that last cushion.
Yeah, I don't like this kind of a safe. You got to leave the guy long. Short safes, you get punished. He might make the 9 here if he hits. Well, he hit it full. If he hit that 6, then he would have had a chance to glance at the 9. Okay. Corey got a shot at the 6?
Only with a jump cue. And he's not going back for the short cue. So he's kicking at this.
Better hit it. He made it. Oh, look at this. He's got the 7. He can make this inside. We got to show that again after this inning here if we get a chance. Heck of a break he got there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Never a doubt.
You see him leaning, willing that ball to drop. I'll tell you what.
He body Englished it in, no doubt about it. You got to have good body English, you know.
Well, that was the only way that 8-ball dropped. That's 4 in a row for Corey Deuel. And that stakes him to a 7-6 lead.
Yeah, he made a pretty good hit on the 6.
Well, he's doing a tap dance on this diamond table right now. And the balls are listening. Makes a ball every break.
Let's see what he did, because that was freaky.
Yeah,
I mean, he hit rail first, but I don't really know what happened.
He played it. See how it, with the right-hand stuff, it checks off that last cushion. The inside side spin to try and get it to swing wide off the first rail. Then it checked off that last cushion. Any harder, what a shot that would have been. They'd have been showing that one on the highlight reel forever.
Wing ball again.
9 again.
9 going to the pocket.
And the 1, 2 right there. If the 2 goes by the 4 down to the corner pocket.
How about if it goes by the 7 and you shoot the combination? And that's what it must do. He's shooting the combination.
Well, he's really had this break working.
Boy, Morris got stuck on 6.
Well, with that 9 tracking down towards that bottom corner pocket, it seems like getting a ball off the break is crucial.
Yeah, we're going to have a lot of fast games with that 9 doing that.
You know, and when it was 6-3 for Rodney, and that 9 was there, and Rodney had the 1-9 combination. I mean, Rodney's 1-9 combination was far from easy. That was a tough shot. But I looked over at Corey, and he was shaking his head and grinning. And I'll tell you what, now everything that looked like it was unfolding against Corey in the early going has now started to favor him in the latter stages.
Well, like you reminded Mika of that 948. Maybe later you can tell Morris about that. Make him feel bad.
I don't think I need to, Danny. I think he remembers it plain as day.
Yeah, but
that was the last real good chance Rodney's had in this match. Corey's kind of taken control. He's made a ball every break, 7 in a row. And he'll be looking to continue on with that trend. And he's 2 racks clear of Rodney now, 8-6 in front.
there goes the 9 near the pocket again. The 1 flew in. Oh boy, this is something else here. Well, I don't think there'll be a combination on the 9 this time. The 3 passes if he makes this. Good shot for Morris. Well, you got to say something. He didn't hit the ball good. Well,
Right.
Rodney, you've been beat a bunch of games in a row now. Time to mount a charge here. You're not out of it. You're 2 games down.
And it looks like the 5-8 is a combination at the top end of the table. Well,
Oh,
that's
he
not
didn't
going to
get
work.
there. That's
He didn't want to
horrible.
hit the 9. He
Well-
just clipped the 9, and that took him out of position.
Jimmy, I try to kick the 3 in the side and a billiard on the 9. If he hits the 3 on that side, he's going, well, see, he didn't even hit it. Well, guess what's going to happen now, Jimmy?
Another quick game. Another quick game, ball in hand, 3-9 combination. And
Wow.
how many times have we seen the 9 made into this pocket?
143 times.
144. That's 6 in a row for Corey Deuel. You know, I'll go on record as saying I thought the Rodney Morris would have been slight favorite in this match.
Well, it's not over yet, you know. It just looks that way.
17 more balls pocketed, but I don't know whether I got a quick glimpse of that. Did it say 11 errors for Corey Deuel?
I
That can't
didn't
be right.
notice. No. No, I know that's wrong. But we'll get another shot at it, I'm sure.
Corey at 941. They'll make that 841, and Rodney just a little below him. We just got
Corey did it.
confirmation
Look
he
at
did
this.
have
There
11
goes
errors.
the 9 again.
Yeah, that 9's tracking down to that corner
But
pocket.
why is that happening suddenly?
It's got to be the way the balls are racking.
The thing is, it's too big a factor to determine the match. We got to figure some way not to have that happen.
Well, it's making it imperative to get a ball off the break, because every
Yeah.
time you look at it, like here, it's going to be 5-9 again. He's going to knock the 4 in the 5-9. 9 back into the same pocket. You know, this was all going Rodney's way in the early going, and it's just kind of turned on him like a rabid dog. And Corey arrives to the hill. 10-6. 7 racks. Make that 7 racks in a row to Corey Deuel.
Amazing. Yeah, why is that happening? I mean, we've been here now, what is this, 5th day? Why is that happening? It didn't happen all week.
It didn't happen the first couple days, Danny, but the last few days it has been tracking down to that corner. Whether or not it makes it to the corner, but I mean, it's always going in there early.
Not as extreme as it is now.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, they make the rules for us.
Well, you heard Corey just saying to Rodney Morris, is the way to fix it is to rack him up where the 9's on the spot. That would certainly solve things. Breaking for the last time, 10-6 in front.
Well, it didn't happen this time, but the wing ball went. I don't think he has a shot.
No, he made 2 balls.
Well, Morris, you're dying, but you're not dead. Okay, what do you do here, Jim? There's no place to push. You're going to sell out the 1-6 no matter where you go. He's going to curve and try to hit it. And he made the 6. He played it all like that, you know. Brilliant shot. Now, if he pops this one in, we're going to see him on his horse again.
Yeah, this is the shot. That one set the stage for this one. He's going to have to stay dead still on this and roll this to the bottom left corner.
With center cue ball. Go off center a little and you can't make an accurate hit.
No, same way as he hit that too.
Yeah.
He's just catching the cue ball on the right-hand side, and it's deflecting off that cue tip.
Well, Rodney?
One thing about it, the way these balls are breaking right now, Rodney knows if he can get to the table breaking, he can do the same thing to him that dish out a little of Corey Deuel's own medicine.
Well, he could have used a little more angle, but with his stroke, I'm sure this ball's going to fly around 2 rails. Now he's going to have to go 3 rails.
Play the 9 into the bottom right corner as we look.
Just watch out for the corner pocket. He went short. He knew that. Well, he won another one, it looks like.
No applause, but he hit that about as sweet as he could. And quickly, he pulls one back. Now, the telling tale of the break. It's been a long time since we've seen the rocket break. But if nothing else, he had the best seat watching how it's supposed to be done, courtesy of Corey Deuel. 10-7 our score.
Well, tell me this, Jimmy. If you're playing right now and you're losing 10-7, Corey's been making the ball on the break softly. Do you switch things and hit him soft? I would. I always say that. Watch what your opponent's doing. That gives you 2 chances to figure out the break. Yeah, I would never hit this hard. He did, and it just went in faster.
9 never moved, and he's got no shot at the 1. He made 2 balls off the break, but...
You're right, he's got nothing.
Well, 18 breaks we've had in this match, and only 1 dry break in 18.
Well, Rodney made a good hit here, and if it didn't hit that point, it would have been behind somebody far away.
And of course, that's not including the scratch on the opening break. You count that as being dry. Rodney made balls, but the white also got kicked in. If you count that, it's 2 dry breaks.
I think Rodney's going to be behind the 4 and 8 right now. I don't see anything else. That's a good save, right? You can get the cue ball behind those 2 balls. Well, he did it.
Well, you might see Rodney jumping at this because the 2 is there.
Right. Right. Jump this and make it, and you're rewarded. And there he goes with his jump cue. Yeah, he didn't hit that. Even with the jump cue, he did the 1 stroke. You got no accuracy with 1 stroke, folks. You got to take those 3-4 strokes. That lines you up better. Well, right now, he's got to be a little discouraged because he was going along real good, feeling like he's going to win, and then he got hit with a thunder. Yeah, I think he could start figuring out what to do on the loser side of the board. No problems here. Doesn't have to even try to get better. He could stick right there and just shoot the 4 and get closer to the 5. Good enough.
Look out.
not over.
One more chapter to be written in this book.
Uh-oh. And like you said earlier, man, when the balls are breaking like this, you're in trouble if a guy needs 3 games.
Tell you what, that was inexcusable,
Yeah.
that mistake by
Terrible.
Corey Deuel.
Terrible time to do that. You're on the hill. Wow. Hey, we can see some excitement now.
The drama is building. 10-8.
Yeah, I wouldn't feel good with a 2-game lead here and the other guy breaking.
Yeah, not when the other guy has to feel like he should have already been putting his cue in his case.
That's very careless.
That was careless.
Very careless.
An amateurish mistake. There's no way that side pocket should have been in the equation there, and you don't have to tell Corey. 19th rack of a possible 21. 3 to be played. Rodney Morris needs them all.
And you know he's going to make a ball on the break. He not only made a ball, he made a few of them. And Whitey, you're not supposed to make the cue ball on the break.
Well, that's been the difference. Corey has broken a lot better than Rodney. I mean,
That
Corey,
was careless too. Like, that's why I don't like breaking them hard there. The balls are going in soft. Make sure you don't do something with the cue ball foolish. And he didn't care about that. All right, the balls are going. So just make the ball and control Whitey. He flew around.
yeah, this one will be over. Corey will guard against any complacency this time.
Yeah.
But everything's just there. I mean, pockets, the cue ball won't be near any pockets.
I don't even think that was bad luck. I think you just have to control Whitey. You're making balls on the break. The only way it can go bad is going in a pocket or off the table. Don't do that. Balls were breaking. Yeah, this one's over. But we said that last rack, too. Wow.
To stay unbeaten. The 2001 U.S. Open 9-ball champion stays on the right-hand side of the bracket. Corey Deuel, an 11-8 winner over Rodney Morris. Another U.S. Open champion will be up next. Johnny Archer versus Jason Klatt. We're hoping you join us.